in this video, you are going to experience a super fast process to get into deep gratitude when you are too busy for gratitude. Um, and I'll tell you about my experience with that as recently as this morning, which is what prompted me to do this sudden Facebook Live free healing. So, we'll go through a process of free healing, and also at the very end, I'll tell you about my favorite process that is slightly longer, but it goes deep. And I use it all the time to get calm and centered and uplifted when I'm not, which is often these days, ha ha ha. And you can use it too to calm any anxiety. So stick around to the end. It's a whole nother separate healing, and it is very powerful. So Thanksgiving is coming up, but that's not the only time we need to do gratitude. This is for any time, this process that I will take you through. I'll walk you through it. But Thanksgiving coming up reminded me, oh, I need to do something about Thanksgiving, a blog post or a video about gratitude, but I don't have time. Oh no. So I don't have time to be grateful. I'm too busy. I should be more grateful, but I'll do it later, maybe tonight when I go to bed, but then I'll be too tired. Or tomorrow when I do my morning morphic mantras and meditation. Get caught up in something else. And then later I'll see somebody's Thanksgiving newsletter that's all sanctimonious about being grateful. And then I'll remember, oh, I need to be more grateful. I'm just too busy to be grateful right this second. And then I have to laugh. Because that's like thinking, I don't have time for the space between breaths. I'm always running, running, running. I gotta get my oxygen so I can run, run, run. Or I don't have time for the yin in my yang. Just give me the yang. Give me all yang all the time. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Hey, wait a minute. Gimme, gimme, gimme. That's like totally yin. So anyway, you have to be at least in somewhat of a yin receptive headspace in order to feel gratitude, really feel into it. And that's what the space between breaths is for. I'll show you in a minute that the space between breaths can give you an entryway, a portal into how to cheat at gratitude when you are too busy. And I don't mean cheat in the sense of getting away with something unethical. I mean like a cheat sheet, a reminder, a tool, a lever that you pull, a shortcut. So, this is a shortcut to gratitude because we could all use a little help with that sometimes. It takes less than a second, and it totally works to give you 100% of the energetic benefits of gratitude. And even if it's 90%, we'll take it because only assholes demand spiritual perfection, and we need to stop being assholes to ourselves, right? So this shortcut is going to allow you to locate and connect with gratitude, even when you're scattered, ungrounded, busy, overwhelmed, stressed, angry, feeling sorry for yourself, worried, or even physically hurting. So rather than forcing ourselves to feel grateful now, that can work if I show you some other now healing tools. But for right now, you don't want to be forcing yourself to feel grateful. Rather than forcing yourself to dutifully, keep a gratitude journal, set an alarm and keep a gratitude journal. And gratitude journals are great, by the way. This is just a different tool. So rather than setting our clock reminders or cajoling or coaxing ourselves into being grateful inside ourselves when we're just not there, sometimes it's just simply locate gratitude outside of ourselves. where does gratitude already exist in the universe, even if I'm not feeling it right at this moment? If I can't observe it inside myself because I'm not centered right now, I'm scattered or ungrounded, then where can I possibly observe it outside of myself? So I will walk you through this quick process. And at first, while I'm explaining it, it will take a minute or two or three. But then after you get the hang of it, it'll take a second or two. So let's find the larger field of gratitude. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to breathe a certain way. So start noticing your breath. Start breathing a little deeper, but don't force it. Just be gentle, comfortable. It doesn't need to be a deep yogic breath right away. And I'm going to have a sip of tea while you get a little more comfy and relaxed and breathing. And I'm going to ask you, but not yet, in a moment, I'm going to ask you to exhale. And before you inhale again, you'll pause for a second and simply notice the space between breaths, that empty space where nothing happens. So let's do that now. Breathe in and out, and before you inhale. And then keep breathing while waiting a second or two before inhaling again. Go at your own pace. Do this comfortably. Don't force yourself to breathe deeply. Don't force the pause. Don't say, oh, I need to wait before I inhale the next time. If you can only pause for half a second, that's fine. But there is an empty space after your exhale before your next inhale. So you do that on your own. I'm going to be quiet for a few breaths so that you can easily notice the space between breaths, and I'll also be doing some silent alignments too. So go ahead, breathe and pause before you inhale. Breathe and pause before you inhale. Go ahead. Okay. So what we just did there was a version of going to center, which I talk about a lot in all my other Now Healing experiences. So I won't go into it here. There's a ton on my website. There's tons of information and processes that you can do on my website, nowhealing.com. Don't go there now. Finish this out with me. So in that centered space between breaths, gratitude is almost automatic. If for 1 second we just pay attention to that momentary nothingness, that emptiness between exhale and inhale, we get more centered, more grounded, and more gathered into the cosmic center, just sort of passively in nothingness. And then we become aware of that space. If we just notice, that space is already filled with gratitude. Gratitude already exists there. And it does not have to be a big emotion of thank you, thank you, thank you. It can just be that simple, empty awareness before any kind of defining thought even forms in that 1 second. Breathe in, breathe out, pause, and keep breathing and nonchalantly notice what is. Whatever, it doesn't have to be a big deal. Keep breathing and keep noticing what is. You don't have to wait for the space between breaths now either, because you're already beyond that. Notice what is. Notice all of it. You are now aware of all that is. If you sit with that for a moment longer, then awe happens. Just a small, quiet, homeopathic quantity of awe and a holographic quantity of awe, which contains the larger awe. It's all of it. So that there's no difference between awareness and awe. That's the ground of gratitude, that effortless sameness of awareness and awe. Let's put that into action even more. So, even when you're busy preparing Thanksgiving dinner and the thing is burning and the kids are yelling and whatnot, take a breath, notice the pause. And if you don't immediately notice gratitude, that's okay. Notice the awe, and part of awe is gratitude. So, how to give thanks for something as simple as preparing Thanksgiving dinner, preparing food for your clamoring, screaming, hungry people. A moment of awareness without any other thoughts or shoulds, just simple awareness. Notice the food, then allow that awareness to expand a little bit, expand into awe at the larger field of food and bounty and the cosmic cornucopia. Feel the awesomeness of all that is. Zoom out from yourself, from the food, out to the larger context, the larger field of all that is. And gratitude is right there. You have found it. It's automatic. How to be grateful for all the other bountiful blessings of earth, water, fire, air, life itself. Awareness. Simply notice their existence without judgment or opinion. Notice the fact that you are alive right now. And expand your awareness of aliveness out to the cosmos, out to all of it, and beyond. Is that not gratitude? Tune into who taught you how to prepare food. Who taught us humans how to grow food? Our mothers and fathers, our ancestors. Become aware of them. Zoom out your awareness back in time, back in space, to your four biological grandparents, whether you know who they are or not. Then zoom back farther and farther, and you'll find a million ancestors who came before you. And feel the awe of that huge number of humans and protozoa, or whatever we were. How to give thanks to those who were on the land before us. Not always our ancestors, but our cousins, certainly. Use your awareness and tune into them. Who was here on this land before us, pilgrims, who taught us how to grow the new food of all the new worlds that humans have expanded into? For me, where I sit now, the Tongva people walked here, and before them, countless other unnameable living beings who walked or crawled or flew or rooted themselves to the earth under my current home. To my ancestors who walked on at least 3 other continents, who further back swam in distant seas. I sound like the love song of J. Alfred Prufrock here. My ancestors who were single-celled organisms, my ancestors who coupled with carbon and oxygen and who burst from newborn stars. And here's to all our ancestors, human ancestors, indigenous, invader, immigrant, involuntary or not. Every single one of us is part, all four of those, all of the above, all that is. So, breathe into your center and notice what gratitude is presenting itself to you right now. What feels like you are in awe of it? And I'm going to do some silent alignments while you commune with that. Breathe and pause, and notice how your awareness expands into awe and gratitude. Go ahead and do that now. So I would love to know, what gratitude did you notice? What did you notice that you were in awe of? Type it into the comments. Please type it into the comments. And if you're watching this live, I'll see it live. If you're watching later as a recording, still add your gratitude, add your awe to the comments. And as you type, I will do some silent alignments while you're typing into the comments area to amplify your awareness and awe. So go ahead and type now. And keep typing, and I'm going to go see if I can find the comments. And because when you type them in and other people see them, you inspire awe, and that is healing. So you are healing yourself and others as you expand into awe and gratitude. Angel says, gratitude for the breath, for without this we cease to exist. God, beautiful. Thank you, Angel, for bringing that to our awareness and awe. Paula says, I've already done my daily gratitude, but right now I'm feeling oh so very connected to earth and all that is. Beautiful. Earth, grounding, and cosmic all that is, metacosmic all that is. Tina says, gratitude for my daughters. The children, let's be aware of the awesomeness of our offspring. Our children, whether you have physiological children or not, everything that is coming up in the future is your child. So, our beautiful babies, my beautiful babies are very tall and they look down on me. All of our beautiful creations. Wayne says vastness. Ah, vastness. I'm feeling that. Everybody feel the vastness. And that's inside of you too, not just outside of you. It's a toroidal, flowing, magnetic style field. It's not just a magnetic field, obviously. Maria, earth. Again, earth. We can always be more grateful to our mother, our home, ourselves, our matter. And Angel says, this blessed group being here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for noticing everyone else. Beautiful. Chris, gratitude for life. Everyone breathe that in. Gratitude for life, being alive. I'm going to burst into disco song. Elementals. Beautiful. Connection. Connection, Wayne says. Love it. That's what this is all about. The awareness creates connection. Anything you are aware of, you connect to. And so as you zoom your awareness out to things that you want to connect to more and withdraw your awareness from things you want to connect to less, you have the perceptual power to zoom your awareness around. And a lot of now healing programs show you how to do that. And here it is. You got it. Okay, beautiful. So keep going with these comments. Kids and pets, yes, animals, animals, animals. Souls that share the planet that we can connect with easily. And there are plenty of souls on the planet beyond animals, like trees. You may have noticed that I have a tree coming out of my head. Yes, I am fully aware I have a tree coming out of my head and growing out my back. I'm a tree girl. I love trees. So gratitude and awe at the trees and the plant, like the word kingdom, but for lack of a better word, we'll say that. Okay, so let's come back to breath. Breathe in, breathe out, and pause, and keep breathing. And in that pause, you are aligned with awareness of that empty space, awareness of that connection, awareness of all that is, and awe and gratitude. So you can feel free to keep typing the comments in just because I am done for now looking at them, because I can only keep one thing in my attention while I'm doing this technology stuff. So yeah, feel free to keep commenting. I do want to add one more thing, and I'm going to read all the comments after I end the video, and I'll keep reading them, long after the date. So let me just recap your takeaway from all of this that we just did. The FAST process, in which you use your awareness of the space between your breaths to get centered, get aware, notice awe at all that is, and plug into and connect to the larger field of gratitude in 1 second. So on your Thanksgiving, or your next Thanksgiving, or 10 years from now, or this weekend, whenever, you are rushing around and thinking, I know there's more to this Thanksgiving. There's more to life than just running, running, running. I can steal 1 second from my busy day, go into that silence between breaths, and then the whole universe opens up for you in that now. Okay, please share this. Please hit the share button. So that I should have asked you this at the beginning, but oh well. Go ahead and share it now if you're live on Facebook. If you're doing this later, if you're watching on YouTube or my website, you can share it in any other way, because why not let everybody you know feel gratitude for you for sharing it. And oh yeah, there's one more thing to mention. If you want to go deeper, to get your mood and mind centered, calm, uplifted, so that it's easier to not feel busy and scattered and upset and angry and worried. This is my favorite process that I use myself all the time to uplift my mood. And I've created a program that you can use as well. It's called Elevate Your Mood and Mind. And it's a really powerful program that is sort of the basis for getting calm and centered so that you can heal physically, so that you can heal financially, blah, 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 all those life areas. I'll put the link uh, in the description and I'll make sure it's there. So when the live video is over, go to the description and look for that. Okay, that's it. You guys have been lovely. You guys and beings have been lovely to be with. Please share this. Thank you so much. And keep commenting and keep breathing and pausing in that all that is awe gratitude. Thank you so much for being here. This is Elma with Love and Wholeness, signing off for now.